What's up, everybody? Brandon with Strict Vision Athletics here with another This or That series. So I'm pretty excited about this one. Today we're going to be reviewing actually 3 pieces of equipment, so technically it would be this or that or that. We're going to be doing the weight stack that we use here at Strict Vision Athletics. So here at the facility, I made a decision early on that I wanted to do a lot of research into the different kinds of weight. Now, obviously, there are different types of weight. You can have selectorized machines that will have weight already in a stack. You can also have free weights, and then you can also have weights that are added to existing equipment. And that's what I have here. So I have 3 variations on my plates that I use for training in different various ways. So the first is going to be here on the left. This is going to be the Rogue calibrated plates. So what's cool about these is that these are ergonomically designed to be exactly 35 pounds. There are several things about them that I was first attracted to. Beyond that, they are magnetic, so they actually stick to one another. They have very little give or move, and they're just really, really cool looking. I love steel plates. I wanted calibrated plates since I started the gym, so this was an investment that I made early on. I really wanted very nice calibrated plates for my Olympic lifts. Now, this pertains to lifts that are primarily done on the rack. This is bench press, this is squat, this is deadlifts. Anything like that is where I usually use the calibrated plates. I really like them. Again, they look awesome. They're really cool sounding, and they're very, very high quality. So that's really to start where I wanted to talk about was the calibrated plates. Coming here to the middle, we've got bumper plates. Now, as you guys may notice, all of these are by Rogue, and that is another thing that I will say about where we chose to shop. Rogue is a spare no expense decision. If you are going to get something and it's going to say Rogue, it's going to be outstanding. This is an area where I really sought value. I wanted quality equipment when it came to the weight that I used. I had used other weight before, and while there is certainly an argument to be made that weight is weight, and it really shouldn't make all that difference. I was attracted to this just because I knew the quality was going to be there, and I knew that I wouldn't have any problems as far as longevity of using the equipment. So all of my different plates are Rogue. These are the competition bumper plates. So for this is what I use for any kind of Olympic lift or power lift that is going to implement off the ground mobility. So this is your snatches, your powers, your cleans, anything where I'm going to be dropping weight onto my platform, bumpers. Yep, pretty essential. You don't want to drop the calibrated, and you certainly don't want to be dropping the 6-shooter. It's good to have something like a bumper plate in your gym to where if you ever want to do that kind of movement, you'll want to train that way, and if you're an athlete, you really, really should. You're going to need a set of bumpers. Like I said, this is the Rogue. These are the competition plates, and I'm going to get to the different pricing here in a minute. I just want to introduce them. Not to interrupt, this is our clothing line. Click the link in the description below. Use code WELCOME to receive 10% off. So last we have over here, we have the 6-shooter. So this is a 25. The 6-shooter is really and truly the most versatile of all 3. These can be used for just about everything in your gym, but I use them for machines. I use them for machines because I found that the 6-shooter grip is really just truly outstanding for moving and unloading and storing and just everything that you want. It's a rubberized plate, very durable, not really going to ever have any issues. I will say I have had several plates to where like some of the lettering on Rogue has actually popped out. So that is something to know. That's actually a bit of a dilemma with this kind of weight, primarily from Rogue. But other than that, it's a Rogue 6-shooter. It's a Rogue 6-shooter plate. It's an outstanding piece of equipment, and you really cannot go wrong with the 6-shooter. If you're looking for something just generic in your gym that you want to be able to load and store and will just stand the test of time. Yeah, so that's this. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's talk about pricing. Let me first and foremost say that if you are planning a garage gym or really a gym of any kind, you are probably going to spend more on weight than anything else. Machines, equipment, setup, all of that is going to, of course, take time, but purchasing and getting weight to your gym, the shipping alone today, it was going to either make or break your budget depending on how you shop. These are the top of the line. Excuse me. They're the top of the line, not just in performance, not just in quality, but in price. And it's very reflected in the price as well. I'm going to start here with the calibrated because in my opinion, I think this is probably the, for a while it was the highest end, but the prices have actually shifted a bit since I last shopped. Like I said, I haven't bought any weight in probably 3 to 4 years. I got all my stuff pretty early on when I started building this. It was one of the earliest, upgrades I made to my gym. But I'll start with the calibrated. So the calibrated plates are, like I said, they're magnetic and they're quite expensive because they're very high quality. They're used in a lot of the strongman competitions. All of these are really used in competition, primarily the calibrated. These are going to range you from $25 for a 2.5 pound change plate all the way up to $255 for a 55 pound plate. So that's sold in pairs and that's not calculating shipping. So you can plan to spend, again, the sky's the limit on this. You could get one pair of each. I know Rogue does have certain bulk deals you can take advantage of, but I will tell you that if you are planning on buying something like this, whatever the cost is for the actual materials, double that. That's your price for shipping. Today, shipping is crazy. With everything happening internationally, with all the stuff we've had going on, Rogue is nice, I will say this, because Rogue is American made. So you don't have the long, drawn-out dilemmas as far as time when you buy these things. If they're in stock, most likely they'll ship within 30 days and you'll get your product in a great container. It'll come from USPS. You won't have any issues. Having said, shipping is going to cost you a lot. No matter which of these you choose, you're shipping dead weight. And if you're doing it for your full facility, you're going to be shipping hundreds, if not thousands of pounds. So you can plan on spending, you could spend 10, 20, maybe more, $1,000 on this weight. And this is kind of covering all three of these. I'm going to go into the detail on the last two, but just shipping alone, know that whatever price I give here just for the actual product is probably double for the shipping it'll take to get to you. So let's transition now to the bumpers. So these are actually the most expensive of all three. I get it. They are a functional bumper plate. They're a functional weight stack. They're designed to do something beyond just exist on your bar in a cool way. They got to bounce. They got to be durable. They got to be quiet. And this does all of that. The Rogue competition bumper is outstanding. It's amazing. It's what they use in the games. It's their hallmark item for weight. So that's reflected in the price. You're going to pay $205 minimum for a 15-pounder, all the way up to $300. What did I have here? Yeah, $390 for a 55-pound pair. Again, not factoring, so double that for shipping. So take that as you may. This is where your money goes if you're investing in a gym. Buying weight, whether that's plates or dumbbells or bumpers, it's all going to come down to how much is your budget. And that's what you're going to have to build off, and build slow. I wouldn't, necessarily tell somebody, hey, yeah, just drop $20,000, get all the weight you'll ever need, get it all. I did mine in chapters. I did mine in chapters of probably a year and a half of buying all my weight. Now I've got, oh goodness, we didn't actually add it all up in here, but I've probably got 3,000-4,000 pounds worth of weight in here. I mean, I have storage racks. I have stuff on my actual machines. I've got stuff on storage racks for those machines. I've got stuff outside. I've just got a lot of weight, just because for me, I'm kind of I want the weight near the machine. I want it right there, so I went a little gung-ho with it. But that's the bumper. Sorry for the tangent. Let's transition now to the 6-shooter, the last one. Like I mentioned, the 6-shooter is the most versatile. This is the one where you can use on all your machines. It's the one that I think is probably going to last you the longest. It's probably the most durable. It's not gonna ding. It's not gonna chip. It's rubberized, so it really is just kind of a tough made weight, and it's beautiful. I mean, all of these are just so beautiful, but these, you can tell the quality. You can tell it's Rogue. Immediately when it comes in the mail, you're like, wow, it's the best. They really are the best. So let's talk about that. So these guys are actually quite similar to the bumpers in price. $30 for a 2.5 pounder. That's the little mini change plate, all the way up to $330 for the big 45. Again, all three of these are comparable in price. It's the shipping that's really going to get you. If I had to do really narrow down the this or that, I would do it based on what it is you want it to do for you. I wouldn't make the decision based on price because, again, the pricing is sort of comparable. If I had to choose only one of these to be in my gym, it'd probably be the 6-shooter, just because I know it has the widest, availability that I can use. I can use it on anything. If I had to, I could use it for my Olympic lifts. I could certainly use it on the rack, and I can use it on all my machines. The calibrated plates are nice. They're gorgeous. They're real sexy, and they sound cool, and they look cool in videos. And they're magnetized, and they're very, very nice for those kinds of things. But, you know, they're a pain to lift up off the ground because they're flush. They're very sharp-edged. I would not want these on all my machines. I would definitely want these. And then the bumpers, of course, you know, they have a smaller range of weight variability. They're all the same size because they're designed to fit on a bar and do Olympic lifts with. So those wouldn't be it. It would be the 6-shooter. Guys, that's it for the this or that. I think I covered everything. If there is something that I didn't cover, you have a question, you have a concern, or you disagree with me, send me a comment, let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video.